eventually you're gonna have a situation where the ball is above your feet and you gotta know how to navigate that situation. And today we're gonna talk about that. How do I hit a golf shot when the ball is above my feet? I'm PGA teaching professional Todd Kolb, Director of Instruction for US Golf TV and the Sanford Power Golf Academy. And golf is not played on mats. It's not played on level ground. There's slopes and movement and things like that. And when the ball stops, when it's above your feet, it's not that difficult of a shot if you understand a couple concepts. So let's dive right into them. So the first thing I want to tell you, and this is the case anytime the ball is on an uneven lie. Ball above your feet, ball below your feet, downhill, uphill, you name it, doesn't matter. If it's not a level lie, always grab a little bit more club in general and slow your swing down, maybe make like a 3/4 length swing. So I would never hit a full out shot on an uneven lie. So if this distance called for a 6-iron, let's say for sake of discussion, I'm gonna grab my 5-iron because I wanna bring my swing tempo down a little bit, all right, and I wanna bring my swing length slightly shorter. Okay, that's gonna help with balance and all those types of things. So that's tip number one. Now, when the ball is above your feet, in general, if you make a good golf swing, the ball will be more apt to draw than your normal tendency, all right? Okay, so if you slice the golf ball and the ball's above your feet, you might find that you hit this type of shot relatively straight. If your natural ball flight is a draw and the ball's above your feet, it might draw a little bit more than normal. And that's because when the ball's above our feet, it naturally moves our swing a little bit more in and around. So let me go ahead and hit a shot, and then we're gonna talk about a couple other specific things. So, all right, I've grabbed a little bit more club. All right, I'm gonna make a little bit shorter swing, a little bit more rhythmic. Okay, it's a little bit thin and actually had just a little bit of a baby draw to it. Now, how about from a technique standpoint? What should we do? Well, number one, because the ball's above your feet, you're gonna go ahead and just choke down on the club just a little bit. How much? Well, it depends upon how big the slope is. But, you know, 1/2 inch, something like that, 3/4 of an inch. I'm gonna go ahead and choke down. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move the ball back in my stance slightly. So I've choked down just a little bit. I move the ball back in my stance slightly just a little bit. Let me go ahead and hit one here. That was a little bit better than the first one. Okay, definitely had a little bit more draw. Took a nice little clean divot. Now the third tip I wanna give you on this shot, okay, in terms of the swing, is to actually feel like you swing a little bit more around your body and a little bit along the slope lines. And then at the end here in a second, I'm going to tell you when you should actually practice off shots with the balls above your feet. So here we go. So I've choked down just a little bit. I've moved the ball back slightly. Okay, here we go. Here we go. And I'm going to swing just a little bit more around my body and watch that ball. There it is. Nice little natural draw. Now, when should we actually be practicing off this type of lie? Well, let me say this first of all. If you haven't already, hey, join the family here at US Golf TV. Hit the subscribe button, ring the bell, all right, and check out our website at usgolftv.com. We got great content all over, and we love hearing from you. But also, be sure to leave a comment. Even if you disagree with me, that's okay. I love hearing from you. So the question is Todd, when should I practice on this? Well, if I have a golfer who tends to really slice the golf ball and swings the club too up, down, and to the left or across their body, lots of times what I'll do is I'll take them to a part of the driving range where the ball's above their feet, and I'll just say, hey, Jim, let's hit some shots. And what happens is because the ball's above their feet, their swing naturally starts to work a little bit more around them. Okay, so one of the easiest ways to practice and improve your game if you slice the golf ball is to head over to a part of the driving range and hit some shots with the ball above your feet. So next time you head to the golf course, if you get a shot where the ball's above your feet, grab a little more club, bring the tempo down a little bit, shorten the swing up a tad, move that ball back a little bit, and go ahead and make that swing which you just learned here today, and you'll be able to navigate this situation.